All right, so I'm Chase Reid. My talk was titled, Can Artificial Intelligence or AI Save Humanity's Soul?
And Chase, let's jump right into what is probably the most recent proud accomplishment. Let's talk about where you're going to school next year and what you'll be studying.
Yeah, so next year I decided to attend MIT in the fall. I'm looking forward to it. It's been my dream to attend MIT since I was about 8 or 9 years old, so it's been a lifelong dream. I look forward to studying computer science with a focus, of course, in artificial intelligence, which has been my passion for about the last 2.5 years. So I'm really excited to get to this place where quite literally technology is the centerpiece.
I think you're on a pretty good path for that, Chase. So
Thank you.
I think that's definitely in your future.
Thank you.
And you finished up your second TEDx talk here about 15 minutes ago or so, 10 minutes ago or so. Chase, how do you feel right now? How was it today?
I'm feeling great. It was so fun to get the talk. I was super excited. Last year when I gave my talk, I was nervous, but I realized that it's all about getting your message out and just have fun with it. So this time I was less nervous. I got onto stage, saw the audience. I was like, okay, time to go. And after I finished, it was just amazing to have gotten it out there, and hopefully my message resonates with quite a lot of people.
And it's almost like you can read my mind here, Chase. You're talking about resonance with the audience.
Yeah.
A lot of TEDx speakers, and maybe yourself will have a different perspective because you've done this twice now. A lot of TEDx speakers, they say they can almost see the ideas transfer through the air between them and the audience.
Yeah.
How was that?
I mean, definitely. When I was looking at the audience, I was looking at the expressions on their face. I could tell that they were intrigued. I could tell that these were questions. These were this is a topic that many people wrestle with. I mean, there's a lot of ethical and moral questions about the increasing role of artificial intelligence. And so I could see people were wrestling with this idea and starting to see it from a different limelight. I know people tend to characterize artificial intelligence as being like this malevolent force, this entity for bad, but I mean, when you really dig down deep into it, machine learning has done a lot of great things for people who are sick, people who are poor, and just communities at large. So it's really great to see kind of their opinion or maybe their perspective change in real time.
This is good. I tell you, you're a sharp guy, Chase.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And this is actually Adj's favorite question now. We're about halfway through. And again, just because you've done this twice, I think you have an interesting perspective. We will cross the 400 line of total TEDx Wilmington talks in 6 years today.
Very nice.
And everyone comes from a different foundation of why they want to give a TEDx talk.
Yeah.
And this is what Adja wants to know. Chase Reid, what makes you want to give TEDx talks?
So for as long as I can remember, I've had ideas just percolating in my mind. I've had all these amazing, fantastic visions of what the world could be and how I want to influence that, how I want to change it. I've seen what people, I've seen poverty, I've seen sickness, I've seen people close to me have to feel the full blunt of things that should just change, should just be changed. And I think that seeing that, having that personal experience, and for many, many years having these ideas in my mind, I've realized that it was really time to let them out, to let them free, and to show the world what was going on in my mind for the last 10, 13 years and the visions I had for the future. And I think these are things I've been dreaming of, things I want to do, these are changes I want to lead for the rest of humanity, for my community as well. So it's really powerful to let that come out finally and say, world, this is what's going on in Chase Reid's mind. I hope you can understand it, and I hope this does something for you so you can do something in your community as well.
We call it activating the audience.
Right, exactly.
An idea is pretty good, but if you can have your community go out and do something, make change, have an impact, that's exactly what you want.
Exactly.
Love it. So Chase, final question, and I'll let you go. Relax and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Because you're in session 1. There's something very nice about and rewarding about that.
Very true. Very true.
Chill.
Exactly.
Right. So Chase, again, it's a good perspective for this question because you've been through it twice. Now that you're a 2-time TEDx speaker alum, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now that you've been through this process twice, if you had a friend who's going to give, say, a Teen Sharpie, right? There's a bunch of Teen Sharpies who are going to give their first TEDx talks next month.
Yeah.
Some of them are here today.
Indeed.
What advice would you give them for their first TEDx Wilmington talk?
My main advice would be not to think of it as some task, not to be afraid of it, not to have fear about it. To think of it as you have a stage to yourself, a platform where your ideas can be launched to the public. I was somewhat nervous my first TED Talk. And that's totally normal, getting in front of a stage of a wide audience. For many of these, for many people, this is their first time actually being in front of more than their class, spreading an idea. So my main advice would be to not think of it as, like I said, a task, not to think of it as something that should be frightening, but rather this is a launch pad, a springboard for your ideas. So just have fun with it, have the best time of your life, and really just showcase your vision and showcase what you think should be in the world.